there guys, Sweet Tooth here and welcome back to Honest Reviews.
Yay!
This week's episode is Somepony to Watch Over Me, where we have Apple Bloom allowed to stay home alone to do her chores while Applejack and Big Mac do their thing to deliver more pies, I believe, and Granny Smith does her thing. And yeah, Applejack isn't really, well, I guess she doesn't go well with her decision. She's just afraid something will happen to Apple Bloom, so she goes back and just be all, I'll never let anything happen to you there, little sister, I'm gonna do everything for you. And obviously Apple Bloom is annoyed by this. And this is a subject matter that I think a good chunk of us can relate to, that being home by ourselves, it's something that we get really excited as kids whenever it happens. But also the fact that we have not just like older siblings, but our parents and any other parents or guardians as well, being clingy, not wanting for us to be alone in case anything happens. That is so relatable because, yeah, I've been through that. I know my older sibling and even my parents would be worried about me being by myself. I even one time, my dad brought me along to do something, and he finally decided, you know what, son? I think you're good enough to stay home on your own from now on. Just like that. I'm not sure how it was for everyone else, but it's understandable for Apple Bloom to be annoyed, not just by the fact that she's dreamed by a kid, as a sense, but just Applejack acting like this, which is comedic for the most part. What I really thought was going to happen was that Apple Bloom was going to do something for Applejack to be like, no, you know what, I'm going to watch over you from now on, no matter what. But really, it's just Applejack being, you know, overcautious, which is understandable. We've all been through that. But it's like, if anything, it's more comedic than it is serious, which I got nothing against. I think it works to the episode advantages for that part, really. So, yeah, Apple Bloom decides to prove her worth to Applejack by delivering the pies herself through this treacherous path, which, oh no, it's filled with lava, red skies, what? And honestly, while the rest of the episode before that was fine, I had no real problems, I think the third act is where it sort of, I don't know, loses its tone. Because, yeah, I was told before the episode aired that it was actually going to feature a chimera. So I was like, oh my god, okay. If they do this right, then this is going to be a memorable experience. And wouldn't you know it, the design is, while not totally scary, it's just real amazing. They mix saber-toothed tiger, I believe, and then goat, something like that. And then the snake is a tail. That looked really unique, and I just, the first minute of seeing it, wow, I couldn't believe I was seeing this. This is gonna be awesome. And then it talked. Yeah, the chimera, a wild beast that would savage anyone in an instant, freaking talked. And their sisters, all three of them. What? I can't be mad. This is a kid's show. It is aimed for that audience, but what? It talks, and that's comedic too. Ooh. It doesn't really ruin the episode, not to the fact that I don't want to see this episode again, but for the concept that you would see in freaking, I don't know, Full Metal Alchemist, something like that. That took it really uniquely mature and stuff like that, but here, it's just silly. I know it's a kid's show, but for goodness sakes, guys. And I know it, since their sisters are like, oh, I really wish you wouldn't watch over me like that. And then for one instant, Apple Bloom is like, huh, I guess that's how Applejack feels. And then never gets mentioned again. They could have mentioned that, and now I know how those chimeras feel since they were sisters. They were what? How does a goat and a tiger and a snake go? Yeah, that never kind of, I guess that was just an in-joke, but whatever. But yeah, as you expect, Applejack saves the day, and then she admires the fact that Apple Bloom, despite the chimera attacking, never screwed up at making delivery, or at least trying to. It never crashed or anything like that. So she's like, you know what, sister? I think you'll be alright staying home by yourself. Just no wild parties. What's our party? Oh yeah, you're Philly. Never mind. I love you. So yeah, it's really, if anything, like Philly Vanilli, it's just basically filler. Entertaining filler, I might say, because yeah, for the most part, I had no problems. I think it's just the third act that's just really got in the way of me enjoying it even more. Even the path itself, I would have felt like the whole third act, if it was like Apple Bloom trying to go through, like, I don't know, a mountain pass or treacherous weather, anything like that, that would have been its fun on its own. You take out the Chimera, maybe have the Fire Road as like a looming set piece, whatever. I would have had no problem. Applejack could have still saved her, but the fact that Apple Bloom came this far, that would have been fine. And the ending message, that's good too. I would have had no problem with that. But I think just this focus on this one huge scene and this creature that really didn't take itself too seriously, in my opinion, that's where the episode fall flat on what I felt like could have been real memorable. So yeah, after watching this week's episode, Somepony to Watch Over Me, I'm gonna have to give this episode a high-end friendship report accepted. There are good things in there, don't get me wrong, and there are stuff in there, like the whole concept of the episode itself, like the older sibling looking over the younger sibling and wanting to be home by herself, just really excites you as a kid. That's relatable, and I have no problems with that. I just felt like if they tweaked about the last third of the episode just a little bit more, then I probably would have enjoyed it more. Maybe that was their intention. I have no idea. I don't know what goes on in the creative minds of these people, but what they gave us, I thought it was still a pretty decent episode, and maybe 1 or 2 more viewings will not kill me or turn me into Chimera. I don't know at this point. Well, that was my honest review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves and that you're all good, and until next week, take care.